Still practicing. Morning. A little chill in the air here in the state of Iowa today. But it's supposed to be pretty warm, I guess. Looking at a little rain, which we could use. Cartoons. Yes. My, how things have changed. Yeah. I find it kind of hilarious, but back in my day, you could see a cartoon character smoking, well, cigarettes. It's just the Flintstones. Bugs Bunny's had more than one dangling from his rabbit lips, and and then there's the pipe smoking ones. I got some new tobacco in yesterday, and it's corncob pipe and a button nose from Cornell and Deal, and really enjoying it. This is about, I think, my third bowl, and it says it's got the toppings of marshmallow and cocoa, and you really smell that. I don't know if this is a ribbon cut. Yeah, it's kind of some long tobacco. It's bright red Burleys and Virginias, I believe. It's on here, but I don't have my glasses on. And some Cavendish. And it's very tasty. You should get you some. I think it's going to be a great fall and holiday blend. That brings me, however, to the guy on the front, the little snowman with the pipe, and I got to thinking. When I get to thinking, things happen. Not always for the good, mind you. But today we're going to talk, a little bit about the cartoon pipe smokers and how things have changed from when I was a kid, and you could see pipe smoking and cigarettes and, and a lot of things on the television. And we only had 3 channels, so, 4 if you counted PBS, Public Broadcasting. First off here, I guess I'm just going to get started with the button nose and corncob pipe and top hat guy Frosty. Of course, if you're my age and even the younger generation, I think know who Frosty is. Hopefully, they'll probably take him off the air because he smokes a pipe. But I will say this: I watched when my kids were growing up not that long ago. The vulgarity and the obscenity and their cartoons, and I was like, And they're worried about Wile E. Coyote falling off a cliff, or Sam the Sheepdog, one of Wiley's nemesis, as well as the Roadrunner, smoking a pipe. Anyway, on to Frosty. Before we lose track of where we're heading with all this train wreck. Frosty, great cartoon, great belly slide. And he liked a good corncob. And it was ever present throughout, most of the Frosty cartoons. I'm really not a fan of the second one, or I think there was a few more. And the original Frosty the Snowman was the real deal. And I know everybody's going, when are you going to get to this guy? The guy I'm talking about with the big forearms and the anchor tattoos. Talking about Popeye, another great pipe smoker from my day, and maybe some of you guys that are a little bit older than me. He's been around quite a while. And his Popeye, I think it was Poop Deck Popeye or something like that. I should have done some more research on that, but he smoked a pipe as well. And once again, another corncob pipe smoker, corncob pipe sailor, and a smoker. God bless the sailors out there. And, olive oil too. The olive oil's in the world, yes. The next one I'm going to get to I didn't realize it, but I'm going to, as I'm going along here, obviously I'm putting some images out there. And this is Bruce Wayne, and he's at home at Wayne Manor, and he's smoking a pipe, and there's more than one scene of him smoking a pipe, and these are in the earlier comics from Bob Kane. And I'd really like to see more of those. I'm going to be on the lookout for some Batman comic books, I believe. I've got a few comic books, not too many, some Sergeant Rock, Lone Ranger, stuff like that. I just like an old weird comic, and Batman smoking a pipe would be kind of cool. So I'm going to be on the lookout for one of those. Oh, spoiler alert. Bruce Wayne is Batman. Yeah. And we're going to get on to, well, Nervous Roger, the owner of 101 Dalmatians, along with his wife, and he was pretty nervous. He smoked a pipe quite a bit in the beginning of the 101 Dalmatians, and so on. Been a while since I've seen that. I know my granddaughter and my wife have recently watched it on Disney Plus, so yeah, I'm sure my granddaughter, she likes cartoons, so I'm sure I'm going to see that again here soon. And on a side funny note, The Fox and the Hound, my daughter loves so much that back in the day when she was just running around in a diaper, well, I'd seen it so many times that I could literally tell you the next line all the way through the entire movie before that line came up. Yeah, had it memorized in the old noggin. Probably can't do that today. Why? Well, because I'm getting old. And then there's, well, another Disney chap. We're going to talk about Pinocchio's creator, Geppetto. Yeah. And Geppetto liked to smoke in bed. And folks, that's a dangerous thing, just letting you know there. So to Disney, don't pull him because there's a pipe involved. Pull him because he's smoking in bed. No. But anyway, Geppetto. That brings me to, well, some Hanna-Barbera Barbera creations, yes, and there was lots of those, and there was more than one pipe smoker that we could get into there. But one that I thought was funny at the end of every George Jetson episode in the Jetsons, well, Jane handed him a pipe to sit back and relax with. So pretty cool. Not only did he have a pipe, but he had an obedient wife. Sorry, Beck, if you're watching. Yeah, love you. Anyway, and now down to Sam the Sheepdog, who I think there was two or three cartoons made of him and Wile E. Coyote. Wile E., of course, is trying to get himself some sheep for a little supper. Yeah. Why would you want to eat wool? I'm going to be honest with you. I've got a veterinarian friend that I'm very close to. Hey, Doc, if you're watching. And he used to have a lot of sheep, and I'd help him with some sheep every now and then. But anyway, I'd help him with the sheep a little bit, and one time he gave me some burger and said, "Yeah, why don't you make some sheep chili and we'll have some cervezas and discuss what it tastes like." Well, first of all, I thought it was rotten because it smells like, if you've ever fried up lamb burger, it smells like alfalfa. I am not kidding you. Yeah, it is not a pleasant smell in your kitchen. The chili, however, when you add the rest of the ingredients, it turns out pretty good, and I do recommend it. It is pretty good, but if you're frying it, yeah, fry it outside because it stinks up the house. So, God bless Sam the Sheepdog. And, well, another one with Sam the Sheepdog was I did find one picture of Bugs Bunny, mustache and Sherlock Holmes looking type thing. And he's smoking a pipe in one of his cartoons. Yeah. I also found, well, I found another creation that's pretty iconic, and that was Donald Duck smoking a pipe as well. Love some Donald Duck. Yes, and what a jerk, but yeah, I loved him. And was he really a jerk? No, he was just angry, mad at the world. I don't know what his problem was. I always told myself as much mud and rain as I worked in my whole life, when I get reincarnated, I want to just come back as a duck. Yeah, why wouldn't you? And now on to, well, some of my favorite cartoons. They were on Sunday where I lived, and maybe they were all over and that way. I love Rocky and Bullwinkle, Tennessee Tuxedo, the Go-Go Indians, Dudley Do-Right, and the list goes on. And even the guy sweeping up and cleaning up behind the parade, was it elephants or horses? I can't remember. Help me out on that. Leave a comment. But Mr. Peabody, remember Mr. Peabody and Sherman? And they made a movie about it, and some things just need to be left alone. But Mr. Peabody smoked a pipe ever so often, and well, he had a loyal sidekick, a young boy that he adopted by the name of Sherman, and then of course they created the Wayback Machine so he could teach and Sherman some history, and it was good episodes, and Mr. Peabody enjoyed a good pipe. I'm not sure my faithful new companion does. He blows some smoke. He really likes to watch it, maybe jump at it, nip at it, but I don't think he really likes it. I'm thinking it's kind of like the weed eater when I get it out. She's a full-on beast about that. She even goes in the shop and, well, she attacks it when it's in there and not doing anything. Yes. And in the Tennessee Tuxedo, Mr. Peabody, whole Rocky Bullwinkle thing, there was Commander McBragg. Does anybody remember him sitting by his globe spinning it, telling tales of old? And one of the ones that I recall the most that I remember, I don't know why, he there was a secret recording, I believe, on like an LP vinyl record, and he put it on the tire of his old Model T, and he got through like a checkpoint with it. I can't remember the whole scenario, but I just remember that vinyl record being a tire to get it safely back to, well, it was top secret, so probably can't talk much more about it. You know, and, some honorable mentions. There was Mammy Yoakum from Little Abner and the Dog Patch characters, and she always had a pipe in her mouth. And I think Barney Google, I think he smoked a pipe, but don't quote me on that. And I put in Miss Mammy because, well, I think I've said it before. My great grandma Cora was from, well, just outside of Knoxville. My whole family was from that Turkey River and up in Kentucky, Tennessee, corner of West Virginia. That's where they originated from. And my great grandma Cora, well, she smoked a corn cob. Yeah. And, well, there's some honorable mentions too. There's Basil the Great Mouse Detective. I really don't know much about him. I think he was more maybe in the 80s, and I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but I don't know much about him. But he did smoke a pipe a lot, it appears. There was a lot of pictures of him. And the other one, I heard Dick Tracy smoked a pipe. I know he smoked cigarettes, and he even advertised for a lot of them. But Dick Tracy gets an honorable mention because if there's a picture out there and you've got it, please post it or say something in the comments. And the other thing too, if I've left somebody out, because I really looked, and I know there's got to be more from that day and age. And if you know one that I missed, just leave a comment and let me know so I can check it out, because it kind of interests me. I also broke down and, well, yeah, well, I'm down to lint in my pocket because I've spent a lot on tobacco lately, but I broke down and got some Bob's Chocolate Flake, and my son and his wife celebrated their second wedding anniversary last night, and we went over and had some pizza with them, and I enjoyed some Bob's Chocolate Flake in my son's little saloon he's got set up, and some good conversation with his father-in-law, and just some good smoke. So, and my granddaughter was there. Nothing really beats that. My dog was there too, and they have a huge water dish for their dog, and, well, my dog likes water a lot, so it was very wet floor all around us last night. Anyway, notice that this video is about 14 minutes. I didn't realize I was getting that winded. Check out some cartoons, pipe smoking, and tip of the haberdashery, Vidyan hasta luego, and I am trying to catch up on your videos, so we're working on it. We're working on it, but Don't forget, shake them jars or shake them tins. Get you some of this corncob pipe and button nose. It's good stuff. Enjoy your fall weather. Catch you in the next one.